The issue that we are dealing with right now with our agri-business and agri-economy in Kenya is not just about fake fertilizer or adulterated fertilizer. We are also talking about input influence, artificial shortage that is created for our seeds, and filtration of or infiltration of pesticides and chemicals from other worlds. Our challenge right now is that we are 100% dependent on other producers for us to produce agriculturally. What do I mean? We no longer have farmers planting their own seeds that they used to multiply in their own backyard farms. When I was a small girl, my mother would harvest her maize. She would select a few combs. She would prepare them for the next season. She never depended on a market or on any company that manufactures seeds for her. And she could plant maize season by season, and we would have maize as a household season by season. Today, if a farmer doesn't have money to go and buy seeds from a certain seeds outlet that season, he or she will not plant. That is what is happening right now in Africa, that we are putting away our traditional seeds and we are embracing the GMOs and the hybrid seeds, that making us slaves of other economies for us to produce. That seed that we are buying, calling a hybrid or GMO seed, cannot multiply for us to plant next season. It can only give fruits that we consume, but not seeds to replant. That is actually creating a pipe of slavery, that we can only depend on other people to produce their own seeds, sell to us so that we can plant. Now, that seed does not just come as a hybrid seed. It comes with other needs. It cannot germinate or grow without incubation pesticides that helps it to germinate. It will not grow without fertilizer for planting, fertilizer for top dressing, fertilizer for foliar, fertilizer for everything. That means we are not only becoming dependent on other economies for seeds, but we are becoming 100% dependent on other economies to produce what we will come and make our input here. In other words, I'm trying to say this. The outroar that I'm hearing Kenyans giving out or producing because of fake fertilizer is not enough. We are soon going to get into a bigger problem. A problem where if a ship coming from another country does not bring us that shipment of fertilizer, that shipment of pesticides, that shipment of hybrids and GMO seeds, we are not going to produce. So in other words, Kenya, amongst many other agricultural producing countries in Africa, we are slowly sliding into what I call agricultural colonization. We are getting neo-colonialism. We must sit down and ask ourselves whether we are going the right direction, whether we are doing the right thing. Now listen to this. We are not only dependent on other economies to produce seeds for us to come and plant for our food consumption, but we cannot produce enough. So even the difference of what we are producing against our needs, we have to be dependent on other economies to import to us wheat, grains, cereals, and to some extent, we are now even importing poultry products. We are constantly fighting in Parliament, trying to bring up legislations and regulations that are going to accommodate other people into bringing their produce to fill into the gap of our domestic consumption. In other words, we are not only being enslaved in our own production chain, but we are also becoming slaves of consumption chain. So we'll eat what they farm, because they have made sure we don't farm sufficient and adequately to fill our basket, and the gap they have to come and fill. My work is to speak, you listen, and make your own judgment. Have a great day.